Hello everyone. My name is Quoy, the light bright here to do a timeless reading. For those that don't know me, I am the owner of A Ray of Gratitude, where it's all about inspiring creative wellness to really help you embrace your most authentic self. And one of my creations or creativities that I like to express is doing card readings. So if you've stumbled across this reading, it's not by mistake. I just want to do a general timeless reading about what's blocking your creativity. That's something that my company is based around too, because when our creativity is blocked, that means one, we can't really be authentic and true to ourselves as well as others. And two, we can't create anything. We're just kind of like stuck, procrastination and all that jazz, you know what I mean? And many times it blocks us and disconnects us from our emotions. And that's kind of what A Ray of Gratitude does. But your creativity is definitely something connected with your spirituality, your spirit, your soul. So this is where I like to get deep and tap on in with the cards, okay? So without further ado, let's just get into this reading. So I'm going to use a couple different cards. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about the shadow side as well. Since this is a general reading, this may not resonate with everybody, but take what does, because I'm sure when you didn't stumble across this video by mistake, and leave the rest behind. But if there are some things that really are potent and sticks out to you, please comment below and let me know. Also, I would love for you to check the links below. I create products that help people along their self-care journey, as well as new entrepreneurs, creativepreneurs, and creative souls. So without further ado, let's get into this reading. I'm going to use this deck to tap into the two archetypes that we're talking to about what your creative energy is blocked. Okay? What's blocking your creative energy? Excuse me. All right, so let's see. Who am I speaking to? What's the two archetypes that we're dealing with right now at this time? Whoa. So there's like a lot of archetypes that want to come out. That's way too much. I need two cards, please. Like one and two. All right. Let's move this on over here. So unplug. This isn't quite an archetype, but I kind of get a gist of what this is about. Let's see this one. Boundaries. Okay. So I already get what's going on. These two archetypes for me are someone that really deals with a lot of electronics, someone that uses their creativity, possibly promotes their creativity online, on social media. And yeah, because I see this plug in the TV, and I just really feel like someone that's watching this is really tapped in. I don't want to say computer geek, but they use the computer a lot, whether it's your phone or your actual laptop or desktop. And this boundaries one, there's another archetype that I don't know, giving me witchy vibes, full on creative, got some tattoos going on, as you can see. Doesn't mind going out in nature at all, actually. But they are on this journey of getting to know themselves a little bit deeper, getting to know their craft a little bit deeper, and they need to set boundaries with certain people right now while they're working on and starting their healing journey. Let me see what the overall question here is. Let's get one question for the unplugged, actually. So in this reading, I'm going to say computer creative, right? I'm going to call you that for archetype 1. And I'm going to call you healer creative in archetype 2, all right? So that's how I'm going to kind of refer to you all in this reading, okay? So let's get a card from my special one-of-a-kind deck. And another card for my healers. Okay. Oh, you got two. Should we take two? I'm going to take one because I don't want to get fully confused. But this will be, is your worry making you believe things that haven't happened yet? So there's a tad bit of anxiety, and this is why I did this reading actually, because guess what? I've been feeling a lot of anxiety, but I know I'm not the only one. Many times I'm feeling the whole collective's energy, which sucks, right? And I know there are some super sensitive people out here, empaths, just super sensitive people in general. And sometimes you're like, is this me? And many times, actually, it's not. So let's just leave this right here. So, archetype 1, my computer creatives. What are you doubting about yourself and why are you believing it? What's going on? Are you getting a tad bit of I'm feeling from my archetype 1 that you guys are really like too much. Obviously, you need to unplug because you're too much in social media, too much worried about your business or what you're trying to create. And you're like really like using yourself as a whipping board. And any reading that I talk about, I'm telling y'all from firsthand. I went through a lot of things, especially with my creative energy, just whatever. So I'm not trying to speak as, better than. Absolutely not. This is why I do this, to help and connect with other people that resonate with me. And if you resonate, please let me know and comment below that, I just feel like the self-doubt is stopping and blocking your creativity, one. But you're like looking at so many other people and saying like, I can do this, or I wish I could do this, or how come they have this? There's a lot of comparison, and I get you. I get you. Especially for people that have been on this journey for a long time and have not seen that much of fruit of their labor. It's tough. That is tough, and it weighs heavy because it's like, damn, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing? What can I be doing right? Right? And it messes with your belief. It messes with your ability to create. Or you start thinking like, do I even have talent? Like it just really messes with you because it feels like nobody sees you, nobody gets you. And many times though, I do want to say this. No matter what you're going through, many times we're just imbalanced from working too much, right? And then it's like we need nature, we need the universe, we need to connect with nature, right? And get outside, get some fresh air. I want to tell you my creative I forgot your archetype already. Okay, my computer creative, excuse me. I've worked over 10 years as a graphic designer, and I know something about sitting at the computer forever. And now that I'm a solopreneur doing all this stuff for my business, I sometimes forget, like I'm in the house most of the time, and like I really need to go outside and get some fresh air. Whether I take a walk, which is great, but if I don't do that, at least like I go take the trash out. You know what I mean? There's a need to get fresh air. Yes, it could be polluted depending on where you live, right? But at the end of the day, it's not as stuffy and cooped up as being in the house all the time. You can start getting cabin fever. You know what I'm saying? And there's just a need to unplug. Computers, electronics, they generate certain energy too that can actually lower our frequency, our own aura. So there's a need to detach from that, my computer creatives love, and really just detach from social media as well, because Lord knows that it's almost like it's built, I'm not going to go down that road, but it's almost like it's built for us to really look at ourselves, but not in the best favor. So moving on to my healer creatives, right? I feel like somebody done pissed you off and you need to create a boundary. Now, I'm also just got to, you may be starting your healing journey or really taking it serious right now. And some issues have been risen to the surface that made you remember why you were mad, or made you remember, gave clarity to some subconscious things that you do, or some self-sabotaging things that you do, which is subconscious. And you kind of got mad all over again, somebody here. And it's like, it says, do you remember why you're mad, and is pride keeping you there? Whew. All right, let's see. Should I give an example? I'm just going to keep talking. Many of you, because I could talk a lot about this or my personal experience as well, but many of you, right? Some of you, I don't know why. Like, I feel like some of you are actually in like maybe a partnership or a romantic partnership with somebody, and things just have not been going well. And you're just like, you know what, F it. I'm tired of this crap. Throw my hands up. I'm walking away. And someone's actually trying to communicate with you, and pride is allowing you not to. And maybe you've actually came back around to them, but you're also like just not being that open, receptive. And in the back of your mind, it's really because you feel like you're going to get hurt again, right? But you need to check yourself, check your feelings first, right? Do your healing, do your inner work. I know that many times it's like, why do I have to be the bigger person all the time, right? But many times it's because you're called to be. And sometimes, now I'm hearing soulmate too. Sometimes if you're dealing with soulmates, you guys are attracted on a soul level, on a deeper level, on a subconscious level, even unconscious, right? And no matter what type of soulmate you are, karmic, twin flame, whatever, right? It's to raise your frequency and learn a deeper lesson, though. It's most definitely hands down what that is. And numerous times, if you believe in soulmates, I'm sure you believe in past lives. And there's some type of lesson that you both are working through, and it can make you want to wring your neck. Wring their neck or wring yours, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's also teaching you a lesson. These lessons are blessings. And right now, the biggest lesson you're learning is boundaries, baby. All right. And I'm going to tell you, it's tough, especially if you consider yourself a healer, especially if you consider yourself an empath. An empath usually doesn't have boundaries when they wake up to that term and realize that they've been giving in to everybody's emotions and taking on theirs. There's a huge need for a boundary for that. And no matter what type of healer you are, because there's numerous types of healing, right? Or healers. When you're going through your own work, or if you have a business per se, there's boundaries that you need to have, right? With family members, there's boundaries. With husband, boyfriend, wife, a girlfriend, whatever. There's boundaries that need to do that. And it's not because that you don't love them or love someone any less. It's because that, one, you deal with a lot of energy. You're a healer. Two, you can get drained quicker, right? And three, some people, when you understand your healing gifts, right? You don't want to encroach on somebody else's energy, let alone somebody else's. So boundaries is a big lesson here. What's going on? Let's go deeper, y'all, and let's see what's going on here. Let's get a little bit deeper. So what's blocking you all? What's blocking you all? Archetype A, my computer creatives, and archetype B, my healer creatives. Okay, let's see, Spirit, what's blocking you all right now as you're reading this, as you're watching and reading this message? Are you really reading this message? Well, yeah, you kind of are, because honestly, I believe that when you do these card readings, not only is the reader tapping into their intuition, you're tapping into yours as well. Even by choosing the reader, you're just tapped into your intuition. By choosing this reading or virtually, you tapped into your intuition, All right, so let's see. Let's start with What's going on with the bee? What did I tell you, bee? Can you see this? Okay, good. I'm like, can ya? And look at this. On the back of the deck, y'all. What's blocking? Well, there's some heavy burdens we got going on here. So, we got the Hermit card. We got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Tower for our unplugged computer creatives here. And for our healer creatives, we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Strength card. We have the Two of Cups and the Emperor. So actually, I'm going to move simultaneously. But let's talk about my computer creatives first. Right now, you've been really like subconscious about ways of giving yourself love. You know what I'm saying? And something just really became apparent to you, like almost like a slap in the face, like, hello, you can't be working like this anymore. You know what I'm saying? Some of you are actually on your own healing journey as well and trying to figure out ways to love yourself on a deeper level, care for yourself on a deeper level, figure out better ways. You know, I'm also hearing like take yourself on a date, because some of you just are really just dug your face all in work because you know, you don't really have a companion. You might be losing friends, or you might have broke up with somebody or whatever, or you're just being standoffish because you're going through your own journey of wellness and waking up to a lot of new things that you want to do and want to figure out ways and goals to reach that. But you realize like, these people around me aren't helping me, so I have to help myself, right? And I just feel like there's been some big shifts here that have been going on literally, because we do have the Tower card. And the Tower card is just like lightning strikes and then you're like, sheesh, can I get a break? You know, I definitely feel like there's been some hidden information here. Or there's been some like nudge, you know, intuitive nudge that is showing you why you're doubting yourself, but in a way you haven't been looking at it, you know, because it could be, and I don't know why I want to say Stone Cold Steve Austin, but in a way it's kind of like it's just some cold news, kind of like, again, like I said, a slap on the face, like boom boom boom, and you're like, what, this can't be me, or this can't be life, like, are you serious? But it is though. But guess what, it's going to be okay. Because see, like the Hermit card here talks about like information. You may have discovered some information too, but I kind of feel like you haven't, because you've been on the computer for so long. You might have 1,000 tabs open, and then you forgot about one of these tabs that you kind of were already searching for, or could actually help you release the doubt and be like, boom, I know what I need to do. But you haven't. So there's a need for you to take a breather, right? And, you know, and I just want to say, you don't have to be archetype A or B to actually get this message. This is simultaneously, because I'm going to be flowing, even though I'm going to be, you know, naming these two, but this can be either or here. Ten of Swords, like you have been stressed out for a lot, and you've been around a lot of vampire energy. You've been around people or just doing things that has lowering your ashe, I'd like to say, if those aren't familiar with the word or term ashe, just lowering your life force energy, lowering your spiritual energy, and it's been draining you. And it kind of looks like here that it has to do with a couple here, like I was talking about. You got the Emperor and the Two of Cups. I don't know, somebody here, no matter what type of person you date or whatever type of pronoun you resonate with, there's some divine masculine energy or masculine energy that's been really, it's been on your mind a lot, I want to say. And it's kind of been actually too, I'm getting making you anxious, or it has been making you anxious, and there's these thoughts and beliefs around your partner, you know, whether it's platonic or romantic, that's really been weighing kind of heavy on you here. And it's like, what's going on with this? Like, I don't know, and I'm tired of it. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords. Okay. Was I going to do that? I kind of didn't want to do that. All right, well, I'm just going to do this like how I want to do it. So I think you've been overwhelmed. You've really been searching for a lot of things. You've possibly, too, been searching for ways to make money. You know what I mean? And it's just like you feel like you just can't win. Like, but see, this is the thing. If you were able to, wow, 2 jokers. So for me, jokers, I mean, I don't know if anybody uses tarot and jokers, but for me, it's simply denote, like, this is like a major arcana for me, and it's saying that the queen of, like, you're not in your empress mode here, computer creative, like, you're searching, and you're like, let's go out and get this, let's go out and get that, and you're not understanding that with your creativity that you create, all you gotta do is create something and sit back and receive it. If you're not doubting your creations, because the things that you create are actually going to attract the people that you want. But one, you need to have the intentions, and put those intentions into your creativity. And 3, you need to know that you're hot shit. Okay, know that you're hot shit. And you and I mean it in all due respect, in a good way. You're bountiful, you're fertile with great ideas and creative energy, but your doubting is making you feel like less than, unworthy, and making you just look all over the place for answers, or, you know, ways to move forward in your business or your creations or your projects, and ways to make money. It's really, I feel like you've really been like, how I'm going to make money. And this has been blocking you a lot. I really do think it's been blocking you a lot. And it's been distracting you from loving on yourself, nurturing on yourself, and nurturing the wound of doubting yourself, because you know you're the shit. Like, straight like that. You know that your creations are a gift. If you don't know, please know. Please know. This is something where you need to work on that. And this could go for pile B too. Let's see what's, oh. All right, so we have this here. You need a fresh start, pile B, my healers, my healer creatives. You need a fresh start, because I do think that you have these thoughts around your beloved, you know, your emperor energy that you've been focusing on. Or maybe you actually have been trying to, you may have been self-sabotaging things too, though, now with your beliefs and thoughts, and really kind of trying to force certain changes in the relationship that hasn't been working. Now, again, with your emotions, when you create, what blocks it is many times these hidden emotions. Emotions, energy, emotion. Our creativity, when it's blocked, it's stagnant, right? Our energy is stagnant. And you know, people can get us all in a tizzy and have us like, what the, you know I'm saying? And then just make you feel like you don't feel like doing anything. It could be some suppressed anger. It could be some suppressed expression creatively that you just haven't done. And like I was saying too, dealing with soulmates, they will trigger the crap out of you, but it's for good here. And I do feel like this is, it's like you're not being seen too. You're not being seen. It's almost like, I don't know if some of you are separated because you had a fight or whatnot, but it's just like that's been really on your mind, like covering everything. And I feel for you, because it's like it's just this anxiousness that I'm feeling right now too. It doesn't feel good, you know? I kind of want to tell y'all, I want to give you a self-love prescription for lay in bed if you can. You know, if you're working or whatever, lay in bed as long as you can or go to bed early. If you work for yourself, please do not be upset if you take a mental health day and lay in bed for as long as you can and watch some movies or something like that. Because, or you know what I do sometimes too? I'm not going front, but you know, you can only do this for one day, I suggest. Don't want to keep stagnating in this energy. Listen to some music that might get you like emotional so you can kind of cry. Because I'm just saying, like, some people that might be emotionally constipated, like, if you listen to some music, sometimes you will, you know, those emotions will, and it's okay. Like Mary J. Blige, I'm not gonna cry. That's that song. Ooh, I just chopped that whole song up, y'all. I chopped that all up because I don't really want to sing right now. Um, woo. Anyway, I skip. You know. Anyway, let's go. So, or you know, the best medicine too is laughter. As you see me laughing, watch a comedy flick. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something like that. Again, these energies are both, but I'm just stating that because I do think that many of you guys are on the road to abundance on the journey of wellness, but like depending where you're at, you're just kind of like, I don't know what to do here. Like, can I get a break? Like, why does this keep happening? Or like, what is going on? And am I speaking a different language here? Like, I don't understand this. Like, da 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 da. But one thing for sure, I'm also getting the whole vibe is that you're kind of looking too much outwardly for answers, and there's a real big need for you to look inward. You know, the only place that you should be looking outwardly is in nature. And like both of these right here, she's in the woods somewhere doing her thing at night, and this person over here is in the daytime ready to step out into like this meadow or whatever. Going with the wind prairie type of thing going on, you know what I mean? And it's okay. She hasn't quite let that charger go yet, knowing that you can't charge your phone in nature. Like you can't just sit by a tree and plug it in like, all right, I'm gonna charge it. No, you need to charge yourself. And that's what you do when you sit by a tree. You're charging your own battery, your ashe, your life force energy. All right. And even when you're out in the darkness, you know, it almost looks like she's doing an incantation for a spell, you know. Shout out to my witchy healers. But regardless, like, and somebody needs to hear this, if you are a witchy vibe person on this channel right now, you need to stop doing your spells or, you know, your whatever, your magic on other people and start doing it for yourself. You know, do a self-love candle for yourself. Like, do a confident candle. Do something, you know, for yourself. Do a bath, a bubble bath. Like, you know what I mean? Spiritual bath, something here. So I'm gonna just keep flowing because actually I didn't want to put these here like that, but we're just gonna keep flowing with this energy right now. And let's talk about the shadow side. Give me one card for the shadow side for the unplugged. Okay, you give me two. And then give me one card for the healers. Any other ones want to come out? Anything else? Okay, there we go. So, we got, I don't know if the number 9 or 32 resonates with you. I was about to do this actually, so I'm going to do that because they both look like they're twinning. And I don't know if anybody resonates with the number 3 or 25. Okay, we have 2 5s here. This is mirrored in a way. Oh no, my bad, y'all. I was about to say it was 23 and 32, but no, it's not. But anyway, so my unplugged, like I was saying, obsession we have here. Obsession. No. I feel like you've been very obsessed about getting money and you know, being seen and winning, you know, some type of form of success here. And this here says fated to suffer. Now I don't have the book for this, but if you kind of can see, I don't know, is this good lighting, y'all? Because I can't really see. I don't know. But this looks kind of like the Snow White and when the witch gives her the poison apple. And this actually kind of states that, like, is the apple even poisonous? It's kind of like talking about beliefs that one may not have been true, or two didn't even come true because you're so worried about the future, you know. And you know, some of us, you know, we have anxiety can do that and get the best of us and have us thinking about something that did not even happen. Or sometimes it hits us and we're like, did this energy just come from? And like you're realize like, oh snap, I've really been obsessing over all this stuff that honestly I need to chill out, you know? One thing I was just talking to my sister today was about, I'm noticing that when I speak on money, because I didn't grow up with a whole bunch of money, you know what I mean? And I did certain things that just had me, you know, almost like paycheck to paycheck, but a little bit more that I don't really want to get into. I want to stay focused. But I do want to say the reason why I brought this up was because when you can stop worrying about where the money is going to come from, money starts coming to you. Because it's like a flow. It's a currency, like the ebbs and flows of the beach, the ocean. Um when you think of money on as energy wise, at least, you know. And for me, I used to be like crippled in anxiety about where am I going to get my next meal from, where is this money going to happen, right? But in all actuality, if I wasn't worried and obsessing over this type of energy, I would have known like, okay, I could do XYZ. And also too, there's a moment in time in my life where I remember I was so doubting my creativity that I was charging people mad low. And I know I needed bills that needed to be paid. You know what I'm saying? So there's a need to release this energy. um there's a need to try to stop worrying about the energy. If you can, do some type of form of meditation. If you can't, please just try to spend more time outside. Sit by a tree, you get more oxygen. You really do. There's trees give us great gifts, and they definitely give us more knowledge and oxygen to the brain that can really help us ground our energy, as well as bring more ideas and different thoughts um into our life here. Now over here we're looking like today for tomorrow. Like whatever happened yesterday or today doesn't mean that it's going to happen tomorrow. This is also envious gluttony. And like sometimes I know there's a difference between envy and jealousy. One means that you desire something, um but you already have it, but you just feel like about it. And then there's one that you just desire and obsess so much over something that you don't have. And it might be envy. I can't remember. But this just popped in. Sometimes we envy our partners because we're not being seen in the relationship. And I think that's envy or jealousy. I don't know, but I'm going to use the word envy because it's here. And you tend to want, and it's like give me the energy, give me, and you're like clinging and clawing onto your partner. You don't realize how you're kind of pushing them away. Like if that happened to you, you wouldn't want that. Like who wants a thirsty partner, right? And I'm not trying to call you thirsty because it could be on the other foot, but if it's not, I'm not trying to call you thirsty. I'm just trying to make you aware that sometimes we're envious of our partner, you know, or our partner got, you know, oh, our partner got the good job, they got it going on, and they're not really helping me. But you know what? That might not be their actual mission, their contract with you. That might just be that, you know, on a spiritual level. You know, that might they might need you to actually put your big girl pants on, put your big boy pants on, and say, hey, I can do this by myself. Because 9 times out of 10, you can. And they can maybe inspire you. You know, it's almost like the friend, right? That says, hey, let's sign up for our gym membership. You get the gym membership and they don't even come. But in all actuality, you're the one that's going still to what you call it, and it wasn't even for them. If they don't go, that's really not your problem. It's your problem to fix your situation. How bad do you want to change? You don't change for other people, you change for yourself. Because the moment that you start changing for other people or start doing things for other people, you're going to be disappointed every time, hands down. So let me see what's going on here. Get some messages. I don't know, y'all. I feel like there's some smothering energy that's going around because I noticed that my candle, my flame got so small. I feel like this pile in general really needs to, I just keep wanting to say, get your ashe up. And for some reason, I feel like y'all don't know what that means. If y'all do, please comment below. But you need to really work on, you know, building a stronger aura, boundary of energy around you. So these not blood sucking, energy sucking vampires stop taking your beautiful energy. And two, sometimes we be draining ourselves. So there's a need for us to release some heavy baggage, right? Like the 10 of Wands that I showed you in the beginning of this. So you can actually have new, fresh spiritual energy in. And you get new freshness, new fresh ideas, new fresh people that can actually bring joy and happiness into your life. And possibly inspire you in a way that can get that fire up under that butt, all right? So what do we have for pile A? I think you want to come out. This is my card deck, y'all, that I created. Isn't it beautiful? Anywho, let's get some more. Let me get one more. Oh, no. All right, so we'll do this for that, right? Yeah, y'all want to speak. Y'all want to speak a lot. I hope y'all speak on my comment section so more people can see see this video, okay? All right. So we got here, a grateful heart gains many blessings. I hope you can see this. And let your faith be bigger than your fears. There's a need for my computer people, creatives, to really unplug. Figure out what is going on, what is blocking you, because you do know. You'll get a little sense of it. You may not see the whole picture, but you'll get a little puzzle piece like, oh, I have been kind of looking at so-and-so's page and low-key hating. Why am I spending so much time looking at them and not doing my work, right? Or you might be saying like, hey, I'm so afraid to invest in myself or invest in a business move or a new educational thing because I don't have enough money. But you never know. You might be able to save or have this. You do it and then you wind up getting more money from doing it. You never know. And you really need to, one thing for sure that I know you're capable of doing is look around at everything you have right now in this present moment. You know, be grateful for having a roof over your head. Be grateful for having a car. Be grateful for having time to unplug and go outside. You know what I mean? Be grateful to be able to go outside and sit under a tree. There's so many little things that you can be grateful for, and that's where you can start, all right? Over here, my healer creatives, never stop being a good person because of bad people. Like I said, somebody done pissed you off. It doesn't mean that you have to let their energy bring you down and tamper into you or make you stoop lower to their level because they acting all petty and stuff. You don't need to do that. Yes, you do need to be the bigger person because actually the bigger person can see further than their little squirrel squirrel brain. I don't know where that's coming from, but you know what I'm trying to say? They don't need to do that. And you cannot heal in the same environment you got sick in. I was talking to a family member the other day. They were talking about a toxic job they've been in for about 10 years. And I know it's a little touchy subject, but they were threatening them to get the shot or whatever, and she didn't want to be forced, and I don't know, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, she started talking to me about this. And then she's like, well, maybe I'll go back and tell them. And I'm like, tell them what? Especially when she said she felt like that happening was like a sign from God. And I'm like, well, if you feel it's a sign from God, why do you feel like in the next sentence you need to go back? No, they were operating out of fear. And that might not be your situation, but I'm bringing that to you that if you know there's an unhealthy relationship, if you know that you're in an unhealthy job that might be messing with your relationship, if you know that you're in an unhealthy situation, figure out the ways to break free from it and change your situation, change your attitude on things. So that way you can release this yucky, toxic energy and be free from that and spread your freaking wings, all right? Like, sometimes the toxicity is so deep and wrapped around you, you get so comfortable and you really start to question, like, is this toxicity a comfy comforter or is it like a prickly porcupine? No, absolutely not. So I'm wrapping up with some messages from higher self. And I really hope that this message meets you well. And I also am having some events that really hap on certain things that are that we were tapping into. I have also some products. Let me get one more card, Spirit. I have some more products too that actually help us. So I'm talking about help us ground our energy and help us really see certain things that we're doing and ways that we can move forward. So I kind of feel like, yes, you need to go outside. Yes, you do need to move away from people, places, and things and really work on your boundaries here. And no, this person isn't good for you. Only for someone that was thinking that already, okay? Don't go trying to say to me, oh, you made me. No, I didn't. If you already had feeling that in your gut, I'm going to tell you, no, this person isn't for you. Or no, you aren't wrong with what you said, but you don't need to stoop down to their level, okay? And no, um no, don't stay inside at the computer. Okay, go outside. All right? Yes or no? Figure out what's best for you. And here's a little trick. It may be a little bit hard if you're not used to feeling your body's energy. But if you can just do like a few slow, deep breaths, I want to say 3 to 5 slow, deep breaths, preferably outside, but if not, whatever. And ask yourself this question, you know, and feel how your body, like, does your body feel resistant to it? Does it feel shaky? Does it feel afraid or anything? Or does it feel kind of at ease when you ask the question? When it's at ease, the question is yes. Like, the question is favorable to what you're trying to do. If it feels scary, tense, or whatever, the question is no, and it's unfavorable. All right, y'all? So, stand up for what you believe in is right. If you have strong beliefs about things that happened within your relationship, stand up to that. Don't let anybody sway you to that, but act accordingly. Don't stoop to anybody's level. And if you really feel that you need to separate or just say sayonara, sucker, do that. But do it out of your beliefs, not anybody else trying to twist your words or give you some type of advice. Make it your own choice. Please ground your energy, y'all. There's definitely a need for you to ground your energy, especially to my computer creatives, and stay in the present moment, especially my computer creatives. This definitely works for my healer creatives, but especially my creatives. And my creative souls, this goes for everybody. Raise your stinking vibes. Put on some good music. Put on some comedy flick or something and laugh a little bit, Step away from the computer. Step away from thinking about money or that relationship that went a little bit rocky. When you can detach from that energy, right? The creative block is released. And you get back with fresh eyes, you come back with fresh energy, and then you're like, the block is removed. And then you have more energy and you keep moving. So that's what I have for you guys. This is a timeless reading. I hope that you find this in the best time that is meant for you to hear this. And don't be so hard on yourselves, all right? Because we're all trying to do better right now. And you're not going to find the answers with a tense, anxious, scary, worrisome energy. You're just not. It doesn't really work that way. So that's what I have. Please again check out my services below. There's a link below. If you'd like to get a personal reading, you definitely can. If you're creative working on a project or have blocked energy within your creative business or creative endeavors, check out my creative spirit reading. If you're interested in getting a chakra reading, possibly chakra healing, check out my chakra readings. And if you just have a regular plain old question, get a custom reading. All in all, you can always hit me up and ask for a consultation, and we can figure out what the best service is for you. Please check out my Creative Soul Workbooks, because that definitely helps you dig into yourself, focus on yourself, and figure out some ways to release energy and build up your self-love. And look forward to my events coming up soon, y'all. I don't know when you are watching this, but please do. So if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. And also just remember, turn on the lights and keep shining, y'all. Until next time, I'm outie. Peace.